What's up, everybody? I am DJ Kazzeo, and welcome to Talkin All That Kazz. Now, what is Talkin All That Kazz? Real quick, breaking it down, before I even get to that, let me tell you this. You want to know anything, you want to connect with me on social media, go to this address right here, www.djkazzeo.com, alright? All my stuff's up there. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff is up there, okay? Now, for 27 years, over 27 years, I've been hosting a weekly radio show here at 90.9 FM KHTC in Salinas, California. Every one of the shows I've ever done that's in my library is now online. You can go to this address right here, mixcloud.com/DJ_Kazzeo to hear all the shows, all the music, all the interviews, everything. Okay? Now, speaking of interviews, maybe you don't have the time to go to Mixcloud and listen to the full shows, because there's thousands of hours of stuff to listen to. If that's the case, this is what Talkin All That Kazz is for. I've isolated all the interviews, taken the interview clips, put them in video form, and I'm posting them up here on YouTube for you guys to check out in a shorter time, alright? So you can just go, pick out whatever interview you want to check out, and here it is, okay? So, without further ado, let's see what I got in store for you this time around. I always love how that sounds so, like, regal.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The Kings are here.
It kind of sounds like a 70s song, though. Like, from a 70s movie.
A little bit. A little
blaxploitation.
A little blaxploitation movie. Yeah,
I
definitely. Yours truly right here, Kazzeo.
And V-Dog.
That's right. Coming to you live right now on 90.9 FM, KHTC Radio Bilingüe here in Santa Cruz and Monterey counties, 104.1 FM out there in San Benito County.
As well as everywhere else on WednesdayRec.com. I even, just to, tell you.
You pulled a big pun. Deep in the middle, little.
Hey, he was a great rapper.
Hey, but you know what, man? We got another talented rapper on the line joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
New cat. We're going to get all the story about him and find out what we need to know. He goes by the name of Notes82.
That's
My
right.
man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing fabulous.
Well, hey, man, we got to get into the heart of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, I need to know the science behind the name Notes82.
It's funny that you asked that. So the 82, quite frankly, it's my birth year, but that's not the reason behind the 82. So I had moved from the New York area. I was down south for almost 8 years. Decided to come back to music. I was going through a lot of stuff. Decided to come back to music. Released actually a mixtape down south that was called The Vision. So that was 8 years coming back, and then the number 2 represents 2 years later. I released my project Reflections when I came back and moved back to the New York area. Mm-hmm. So that's where the 82 comes from. But ironically, it's my birthday.
Okay,
mine too.
Okay.
Nice.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you guys are. Let's see if I'm doing the math real quick. 38.
No,
37.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you
almost. You're close. Though.
Almost
Close,
30.
close.
I'm rounding it up.
Okay, so what?
I don't know the month.
No,
okay,
no.
I'm rounding it up.
We might have been born the same month. I'm
Could've
December.
Yeah, I'm December 2.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Sagittarius. There we go.
Oh,
Maybe.
boy.
Maybe.
Yeah, December 9th.
Oh yeah, the 5th here. Wow, goodness.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that's a trip right there.
You guys just want to I'll get out of the conversation.
No.
And you guys can just keep going.
No, we don't have to do that.
Hey, so you said you were down south for a while. Was that family relocation or was that a personal choice? Well, how'd that all come about?
It was family relocation. My wife, growing up in the area that I grew up in, I don't knock it. We wanted to do something different. We had a child on the way, so my mother and father had moved down there. We visited a couple of times. We liked what we seen. We went down. After 8 years, started getting to the point where it's it's kind of slow, so, let's move on back. So it was really for my son to, experiencing something different outside of New York City.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, so obviously you were rhyming before, your son came along, and then, you're rhyming after your son comes along. So how does that change your perspective on the content that you put out?
It changes a little bit, but it's just more or less for me. I've always been an artist that wanted to be authentic and always wanted to come off real. So I'm never going to paint you a picture that I've never seen myself, you know. So it's changed a little bit because of the content that I put out, but it's more or less because you got those eyes watching you now. So no, it's one child you talk about, but now I'm with my third child. So it's different.
Oh, man.
You know, as a father, you want to be respectful in your music somehow, you know?
Right. No doubt, man. No doubt. So my co-host V-Dog was telling me he was listening to the album today.
Yeah,
he was listening to your stuff, and he was like, man, I got a few things I need to ask this cat.
Yeah.
The floor is yours, my man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Shoot your shot, man.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm definitely feeling it, and it's got the kind of style I like. And by that, I mean it's very melodic. It's very, it's like, I feel like there's a live band playing. I feel like live instruments are there. And there's a lot of production, there's a lot of composition that went into it. So I get like a little brother, like even like I could hear it on Selection Radio if you're familiar. I'm not saying you're not. I don't know. So I got to ask, who are your influences for that kind of style? Because it seems like it kind of has that like Nicolay little brother type vibe, but like you're definitely in your own style. So I've just got to ask.
I'm going to say Mos Def, a little bit of that old school style with Talib Kweli. More, if you want to go more up to date, I would say Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West, college dropout type vibe.
Okay, yeah, I got that. Yeah.
So really, that's really what it really is. I was a big fan of Kanye's earlier records, and not saying that I'm not a big fan of him now, but those earlier records meant something to me. Those earlier Lupe Fiasco records meant something to me. You know, so.
It's okay if you're not a Kanye fan now. It's totally understandable.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a Kanye West fan in music. I don't know too much outside of music.
I'm talking musically because his last album, the gospel thing. Not to like talk about this forever, but it wasn't melodically for me. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not trying to put him down or put down the music, but it just wasn't my thing. But no. Okay, definitely see the vibes there. So what influenced? Other than what you were listening to, how did this album come together to like have those compositions and everything?
I wanted to be different, so I think my first project that I dropped was Reflections. And I told people that was a re-release that I had when I was down south. So when I came back, I released it, and that was 5. If you think about it, that was 5 years ago. You know, so for me, I know as a man and as an artist, I've grown. So I wanted to give people something different. I grew up on listening to. When you listen to an album, that album probably was long back in the day. It wasn't a quick just 1, 2, 3, and it's just the album's over.
Right.
So I wanted to give people rhyming, but I also wanted to give the instruments, and that's behind my influences, R&B wise. Growing up, listening to my mother playing those records on a Saturday morning, like Earth, Wind and Fire, like The Temptations. So that's where the influence, and it was like I wanted to give people a maturer album, you know, and show people that at the age of 37. You still can drop dope music, and you still can have everybody kind of in tune to what you got going on.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, see, because nowadays a song is an intro, a verse, a chorus, and then 30 seconds of the person talking, and then the song's over.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, that's not a song.
Well,
that's not a song. That's a snippet.
Yeah.
We used to call those snippet tapes. You know, so yeah, I'm with you, man. I need, you know, an intro, a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, a break,
tradition,
another verse, and then an outro chorus.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, I mean, between 3.5 and 4 minutes is good for me. You know, these like minute and 15 songs, I'm not having it. I mean, how am I supposed to cue the next record in 1 minute and 15?
Well, you know, 2 minutes. Some of them are 1:15. I see that happening a lot these days.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's horrible, man. So talk to us about the current project, not the War and Peace single, but the album. What's all the particulars with the album?
Are you saying
like production wise?
Yeah,
you know, special guests.
Wise, it was actually production wise, I would say 90% of the album was produced by a dope producer out in Atlanta named Tone Jones. He was phenomenal. Okay. And Tone Jones actually was a couple of features on there where he was actually singing the bridge on Daydreams and stuff like that. So he was actually dope. My engineer, I got to give him props. We got all the stems. We brought all the stems out and stuff like that. and he was able to make the album actually come to life with the instruments and stuff like that, with the stems that we got in the studio. Features, couple of people in the indie scene, Cameron J. He was on the Cocaine Drip record. Clef R&B, he was on the City Love record. And then on the Shining Star record, I did something dope where I had two artists one named Exile, another named Pierre Robinson. Nico Tesla is what he goes by. And his wife was the one that actually sung the hook, and I wrote the actual hook for her to sing on Shining Star.
Nice. Okay.
And then everything else, production-wise, was a guy out in Connecticut where I live out here now, named Donato. So
that's what's up right there. That's what's up. So, I know that we got connected here through MJ, and MJ does a lot of publicity for a lot of different artists, including obviously yourself, Rockwell's, John Jiggs. So is there any kind of like synergy or any kind of collaboration coming up from you guys at any point, or?
I thought about doing that. Like I said, me and MJ, I've known MJ for probably about 6 months now. And all that came from my brother that God bless the dead, Jason Bourne, and that's how I got hooked up with MJ. But I see that happening down the road. She has a lot of dope artists that she actually maintains and stuff like that. So I definitely can see that down the road.
Okay. Word. Well, hey man, before we let you go and we get into War and Peace,
I got a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You got another question.
This is my final question right here. And then I'll follow up with a statement depending on your answer.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a producer by the name of Katra K?
I haven't.
You have not? That's okay. I highly recommend checking out his stuff because I would love to personally hear a collaboration between you two. He has the kind of beats that I think you would like, and he's an up-and-comer. So, he's actually been producing beats forever, but he's still like very, very underground. But Katra K, K-A-T, it's K-A-T-R-A-H, and then hyphen and Q-U-E-Y. There you go.
You know what? Why don't you just DM him that? He's on Instagram.
Okay, yeah. That's the next question.
So go ahead and give out all your social media contacts, and people want to catch up with you.
Okay, so my IG is Notes82_ on IG. Facebook, you can find me at Notes82, but you got to spell it out, NOTESEIGHTYTWO. And then on Twitter, you can find me at NotesView33.
There you go, man. There you go. So we're going to jump into War and Peace. Anything we need to know before I jump into this and we let you get back to them 3 kids of yours?
Yeah.
Nothing, man. Just peace and love, man. You guys be safe out there, man. And this goes out to the entire world, man. But love that you guys gave me this opportunity tonight, and you guys keep pushing.
No doubt, man. We definitely going to try. And, when the next project's ready, man, we'd love to have you back on and, talk some more, find out some more good details about what it was like living down in Atlanta. Because heard Atlanta has a very lively night scene, nightlife.
Yeah.
So,
man.
I have yet to experience that, but I sure would like to at some point.
Yes.
But nonetheless, Notes82, thank you for taking the time to call in tonight. And let's jump into it. This is your track right here. This one's called War and Peace.